Welcome to the Online Course Masters Show, where we learn from the best online course creators how to better create and sell our very own courses. Visit onlinecoursemasters.com for show notes, to watch the video version of this episode, and see an archive of all our past guests. Please subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you listen. Hey everyone, Phil Ebener here with you today in this special edition of the Online Course Masters podcast. It's been a while since I've come to you just one-on-one to chat about, anything related to teaching online. And as it's the very beginning of October, it's almost too late that we should be talking about Black Friday sales. Now, I know Black Friday isn't until November, and for anyone who's listening who's not aware of Black Friday, I don't know where you've been living in the past decade or so, but Black Friday is a sale that originated in the United States as the day after Thanksgiving. And it's kind of a sale or a day where people are done with the Thanksgiving holiday and are ready for the Christmas holiday and ready to start purchasing gifts for Christmas. And then it just became a way for people to get deals on all kinds of items, really anything for themselves. And so that's how Black Friday was sort of started. And I remember the days not even 10 years ago where, Black Friday wasn't even a big deal. Nowadays, online, it's a big deal. And of course, we have Cyber Monday, which is the Monday following the Thanksgiving holiday, which is the fourth Thursday of every November. So Thanksgiving, the United States holiday, is the fourth Thursday of every November. And so the following Monday is Cyber Monday, a deal day for online purchases. But most online retailers have gotten into the Black Friday thing. So this is important, especially for people on Udemy, because November has traditionally been, if not the best, one of the best months throughout the entire year. And I'm looking back at my income reports for the past few years, and in 2013, the Black Friday sale really wasn't anything special. It was another typical month for me anyways. But starting in 2014, my November was my best month by far. It had over doubled my best month up until that point. Same thing happened in 2015. My November month was double the previous Black Friday, and it was almost double the typical month for the previous 12 months. Same thing happened in 2016. It was double the previous year's Black Friday, and it was way higher than the typical month of the year. And we remember, if you were on Udemy at that time, that 2016 was the year of the price change. And so this came after May, June, July, where sales dropped. Everyone was worried that it was the end of the world. And then things started picking up after they reverted their price change in August. But then we had the best month ever in November. January this past year was, and still has been, my best month ever on Udemy. And so what's exciting about Black Friday is that January is right around the corner. So, crossing my fingers, it's going to be an amazing end and start of the year for online course creators. And in this episode, I want to give you 5 ways that you can have the best Black Friday sale ever. So, whether you're brand new to teaching online or this is your 20th course, what are some things that you can do right now to make sure that you have a great Black Friday sale? And like I said, this is going to just snowball into January and beyond. So the first thing that I think you should be doing is creating a new course. Launching a new course before Black Friday and trying to get some initial traction in that course is going to be great for you, especially on the Udemy platform. Udemy loves new courses. They do more promotion of new courses, even though, there's a lot of the old courses that kind of just stay on the platform, remain bestsellers. Udemy does love new courses. And especially if you have grown a little bit of an audience on Udemy yourself already, if you can launch a course and drive as much traffic to it as possible yourself, that's going to be even better. I would say that if you're completely brand new to Udemy, you have no audience whatsoever, it's still a great time to launch a course. There's just going to be a higher volume of traffic on Udemy right now or during the Black Friday sale. So the chances that you're going to make some sales are higher. And people are always saying, well, Udemy does their $10, $19, $15 deals all the time now. How is Black Friday any different? And the truth is that the price of the course is not necessarily going to be different. It's just the buyer mindset. In November, during Black Friday, more people are willing to spend money. They're going to be spending money in person at the stores in their local town. And they're also going to be online spending more money. So it's kind of this just mass mentality of purchasing. It's time to buy. And so if you are on these marketplaces, there's a good chance that you will make more sales than a typical month just because there's more people looking to buy. So that's, again, back to what I was saying. If you're brand new to Udemy, it's a great time to launch a course just because there is going to be more traffic. You're going to have a better Black Friday if you already have courses. And like I said, when you launch your course, you want to make sure you drive as much traffic to that course as possible, especially within that 30-day window before the Black Friday sale. At this time, we don't know exactly when the sale is going to start. Typically, it starts 2 Mondays before. It's changed, but I believe it will either start the Monday before Thanksgiving week, so 2 Mondays before Black Friday, or maybe they'll do it sometime in the middle of the week before Black Friday, but usually it's around 10 days worth of sales that they do. Sometimes they do a countdown where the price increases every day. So the first day, all the courses are on sale for $10. The next day, they're for $11, but they've changed it up. All we know right now is that, well, we don't really know anything, but we're assuming there's going to be some sort of sale. And of course, Udemy wants to make money. It's one of their biggest months of the year, I'm sure, as a business, and so they're going to be doing sales. But like I was saying, you want to make sure that you drive as much traffic as possible to your course those 30 days before the sale. So let's just say October 15th to November 15th, you want to be driving a ton of sales, because when you drive more traffic to your Udemy course, the better it's going to do on the platform. The higher it's going to rank, because you're just going to inevitably get more students. You're probably going to get more reviews. And as long as it's a good course that gets good reviews, that's going to drive even more sales. And the snowball continues to grow. Udemy looks at the revenue that a course has made from the past month or so, and they take that into account in the ranking of your course. And so that's why you want to be driving traffic to your courses. Also know that Udemy promotes your courses even if someone goes to your landing page and doesn't buy it. So if you launch a course and you drive a ton of traffic to it, even if people aren't buying it then, they're going to be targeted at a later date with ads for that course. And if it's during Black Friday, they might be in a better mindset for buying. So that's just another thing to take into account too. Also, remember to post your courses on other platforms if that is something that you do. Now, I know there's some people that don't like posting on platforms like Skillshare or Stack Skills or other ones, but these other sites are going to be having their own sales as well. So get your courses on there in case there is an increase in traffic. I've seen better months on those other platforms in November, typically. So that's the first thing, create a new course. The second thing is to drive more traffic to your current courses. Similar to what I'm talking about with your new courses, the more traffic that you drive to your current courses, the better. So this means ramping up your content marketing, blog articles, YouTube videos, social media live, social media posts, driving traffic to your course pages, improving your emails. So sending out more emails. You know, you don't want to spam, but good high quality content that teaches, but also includes links to your courses, that's what you want to be doing throughout October and November. Of course, remember, like I just said, Udemy starts to promote your class as soon as someone lands on your landing page. Another idea is to create a free course. I found that for the past half year or so, free courses have been one of the best ways to create new content to drive signups for my own classes, both on Udemy and off of Udemy. Some people say that free students don't convert that well to paid courses or to paid students. And yes, it's true. They're not going to convert as high as a paid student to another paid student buying more of your courses. But I've had a lot of success not only doing free trials for my courses, but also just putting out free courses using Teachable to host them so that when I do get those students signing up, I get their email address and I can start doing email marketing to them. So just drive as much traffic as possible to your current courses. If you're not posting weekly videos, if you're not posting weekly blog articles, then start doing it right now. And of course, be sharing those on social media because that's how you get your initial traction. If you don't have a list of an email list or an audience already, and make sure you are sending educational announcements from your Udemy courses if you already have Udemy courses to all of your content, your free content. It's again, this is educational free content, but make sure you're sending traffic to those blog articles and those YouTube videos. I noticed that when I create new YouTube videos and I forget to send them as an educational announcement to the courses that are related to that content, those videos might not even do that great. But when I remember to send the educational announcement, then those videos get an initial boost, which helps the ranking of those videos on YouTube itself, which is going to increase the long run success of that video. And then eventually you can put links and cards that drive people to your course from that YouTube video. So again, just driving as much traffic as possible to your landing pages. The third thing is just to increase engagement in your current courses. So focus on the students that are already in your courses. Send those educational announcements with that content marketing, like I just said. Do live Q&A sessions where you invite students to a Q&A session that you can host for free using a tool like YouTube Live or Facebook Live. You can create a Facebook group for your students and you can send traffic, your Udemy students, to those Facebook groups. Or if you're off of Udemy, of course you can do this too, but it is within the rules to start a Facebook group for your students as an educational tool, not to promote, but for educational purposes only. And then you could do Facebook Live sessions in that group. And you never know when these people are going to land on your group, eventually go to your website, see your other courses. And so it's a long-term, long-tail way of getting more people to your other course landing pages as well. But just increasing that engagement is good because it's hard. It's not as tangible. You can't say, well, if I get 100 people into my live Q&A session, it means I'm going to get $1,000 worth of sales for this other course, because you're not promoting in these Q&A sessions unless you're doing this for students off of Udemy, which is a whole different ballgame. But you never know if someone's going to join that live session and think, wow, I forgot about Phil teaching this course. I wonder if he's come out with any new courses. They go to your website, go to your Udemy profile, and they see that you have new courses. Or maybe, you're not promoting so much, but you mentioned in that live Q&A session, hey, I talked about this in lecture 2 of the class. And maybe you invite people from multiple classes and then they get aware of the other classes you have to offer. I'm not saying to promote, but of course you can't just not say anything about any of your courses. You might happen to mention another course of yours. Just don't do it as a promotional tool. One thing that I've done the past few years is have a contest in my photography class. And this has been great because it really ramps up the engagement in that class. And again, it's not something I can count and say, oh, well, we had 400 participants of the masterclass, so that resulted in an extra $5,000 during the Black Friday sale. But it just helps make your brand bigger, People are more aware of your class. They like your class. You get more reviews in your class when people are more engaged. And that, of course, increases the ranking, which increases your sales in the long run. What I did was have just a photo competition where I asked people to submit their top photos of the year. And myself and a panel of judges, we judge those photos and we kind of try to make it special. We post them online, the winners online, and we make a video for them. We share them with all the students, and then the winners usually get a prize like an Amazon gift card. I think the last year we made it was like a couple $100 or something, or at least $100. So I did reinvest some of the money that I made from teaching to make that a little bit more special. The point is, with your contest and your educational announcements, your live Q&A sessions, is just to increase the engagement in your courses, because that's going to inevitably increase the number of reviews you're getting, which helps in the number of sales you get because your ranking increases as well. So that's the third thing you should be doing, focusing on engagement in your current courses. The fourth thing is to have your own Black Friday sale on and off of Udemy. Now on Udemy, this is going to be difficult because you have to be competing with Udemy's own Black Friday sale, which is probably going to be a $10 deal for all classes on the platform. So how do you compete with that? Well, you can either try to make it special, send some message saying this is my special sale. And something that I forget who was talking about it online, but we were having an interesting discussion about, trying to make the students aware that when they buy a class from you, you get more of the revenue. You get 100% of that revenue if they use your link. And I think a lot of students might be actually like that idea of supporting the instructors rather than knowing that 50% of their purchase goes to Udemy. So that's one thing you can think about doing, trying to just make it clear to the student that if they click through your link, they're supporting you. The other thing is that you can have a sale earlier in the month to have your own Black Friday sale. And I think this is actually the better thing to do on Udemy, so that all that juice you get from your own sales, the traction from new students, the new reviews you're going to get in your classes, that helps your SEO and the ranking of your course, is going to happen right before the big Black Friday sale that Udemy has. And that's the point, is with all of these tips, just make sure that we're trying to get our courses ranked as high as possible before Black Friday starts, because that's how you're going to have the most sales during the Black Friday sale on Udemy, is by having the highest ranked courses, or your courses ranking higher than they are now. I've seen a direct correlation with having my courses rank higher and the amount of revenue I have from those courses. So I would suggest having your own Black Friday sale earlier in the month in November. Now, I know a lot of people are going to go November 1st and say, hey, I'm having my Black Friday sale, and that's totally fine. But it doesn't have to be that first week of November. We'll probably find out more information about when the exact dates of the Black Friday sale are earlier in the month of October. So after this podcast launches, let me just check when Thanksgiving is. Thanksgiving 2017, I don't even know. It's usually around the 24th or so. Yeah, it's the 23rd is the Thursday. So maybe starting your sale the 10th or the 15th might work well, depending on what Udemy is doing themselves. This is also an opportunity for you to sell premium courses on a discount. Remember how I talked about Black Friday is not just about selling at a discount and that's how you get sales. It's about people being in the mindset to buy. And so I found with my own courses on my own site using Teachable that I've had my best month during November, all because this buyer mindset. And I've been able to sell, for the one thing that I've done is I sell the lifetime subscription to my membership site at a discounted rate. Now, I make this special because I never do this throughout the year. The lifetime rate, I think it's at $200 right now for my lifetime subscription, is always $200, except for during Black Friday. So that's special. That's something you can do on your own site. It's not as easy to do on Udemy because you're always discounting your courses, or Udemy's always discounting your courses. but on your own site, you have more control. And so if up until now you've been doing a lot of discounting, it might not be as effective. But if you don't do much discounting on your own site, which I suggest you not to do, then this is your chance to do a little bit of discounting because it's the perfect time to do that. So try to make it a little bit more special. Maybe this is a chance to launch a product or launch your membership site. This is probably the best month to do so, getting your Teachable site, getting your Thinkific site up and running and launching it to your email list because, like I said, everyone's going to be in that buyer mindset. So it's the perfect time to get that initial traction rather than other times in the year. Fall is typically a good month or a good time of the year for course sales in general, just because people are interested in learning. They're back to school, even though that adults aren't necessarily back to school. Maybe their kids are. And it's just this time after the fun summer months that everyone's back to the grind, back to improving their lives, improving their businesses. And this continues through January, which is another good month for that kind of mindset and mentality. But like I said, this is a great time to launch your own premium product if you have been considering doing so. So that's the fourth tip, is to have your own Black Friday sale. The fifth thing is that if you're really struggling to get sales right now, or if you're completely brand new to teaching online, maybe send out some free coupons to your paid courses on Udemy. Now, I know this is a strategy that has people on both sides of the fence that are very adamant about what is the right thing to do or not. But from my research, I've seen that sending out free courses can improve the ranking of a course. Now, sending out free courses, just increasing the number of students doesn't necessarily help that much. It used to help way back in the old days on Udemy because people saw that student number as the social proof. They don't see that as much now because it's not as prominent. It's not on the search results page. More so, the number of reviews is social proof and the review ranking. But if you send out free coupons, there are some people that are going to take your class. Now, not a lot will. Most of those people will just get your course for free, enroll, and will never take it. But some may eventually take some lessons and leave a review. And that's why sending out free coupons can help and increase the ranking of your course. For those of us that are on the platform who are more established, if you have students in your current courses, you're making money from your courses, it's not necessarily a great method to do because you just never know what students are going to find your free course. In general, it's hard for me to tell with my own courses, but people say that the students who enroll for free leave worse reviews, so that can hurt you. And if you're just sort of watering down the value of your course, if you're just giving it away for free all the time. That being said, I have free course coupons to a lot of my courses, not most of my latest courses, but a lot of my older courses floating around somewhere because I used to send out a lot of free coupons. And so those are still on and those are still driving a lot of traffic to some of my courses. Now, that's sort of a treasure hunt for you to go try to find those free coupons if you want. But for most of my latest courses, I haven't been using the free coupon method. But like I said, this is my kind of fifth tip for anyone who's really struggling to get any traction. Just try sending out some free coupons on social media sites and blogs or to your own audience. You're going to have more success sending out free coupons to your own audience. This is an idea if you're launching a new course. Just put it out for free or make it a paid course and send out free coupons to your audience. It might be worth giving out, 100 or 1,000 free coupons to people who love you and who have already bought your course, even though those are the people who are most likely to buy your course. Just getting those people in there and getting reviews is going to help your course in the long run. Go on Udemy, and this has a lot to do with courses on Udemy and not other platforms, but go on Udemy and see where your courses are ranking. See how many reviews the courses ahead of you have. See what type of reviews they have. Are they 4.5? Are they 4.8? Are they 4.3? Depending on the topic and how many courses are in that topic, there are sometimes courses and topics where it's not that competitive still. And so getting an extra 10 reviews might put you on that first page of of results for your keyword, or push you up to the number 2 or number 1 position in your course topic. And that's what you should be trying to do, getting on that first page of results. And if you can do that for your courses, you're going to have a very good Black Friday sale. So just to recap, these are my 5 tips. 1 is to create a new course. 2 is to drive more traffic to your current courses. 3 is to increase engagement in your current courses. 4 is to make sure you're doing your own Black Friday sale, in particular before the Udemy sale starts. And then 5, send out some free coupons just to build any traction at all. Now you might be sitting there thinking, Phil, none of this is very unique. I probably knew this already. And I'm here to tell you, yes, I think you probably did know this already. And this is what I've been doing for the past 5 years now to grow my online course income and my student base and have my best Black Friday sales year after year after year. It's just doing this consistently and sticking with it. Remember, I started out just like you did, with no audience, no clue what I was doing. I'd never taught a course before, online or offline. I didn't know how to market. I didn't know how to put together an online video course. I didn't know how to send promotional emails or educational emails or really any type of email. And so I just want you to remember that. And I know there's some of you who are just starting out right now. You're hoping to make hundreds or thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars in the coming years. And I think you can do that if you stick with it. So this was sort of a special episode. I wanted to break up the interviews because Black Friday is such a special month for online course creators. I'm wishing you the best of luck with your own course sales. I hope you have the best Black Friday sale ever. And in the next few weeks, I've got a number of great interviews lined up with other course creators to share their own story. It's amazing. I keep thinking that I'm going to run out of people to interview, but there's so many people who are so inspiring, who have unique stories making a living teaching online courses. And I'm excited to bring those interviews to you. So thanks again for listening, and I hope you have the greatest Black Friday sale ever. Let us know. And if you haven't done so, join the Online Course Masters Facebook group, which has been great to see fellow podcast listeners and fellow online course creators helping each other out, have the best online course creation career that they can have just by helping each other out, answering questions and inspiring and things like that. So thanks again for listening. I hope this helps you, and we'll see you in the next episode of the Online Course Masters podcast. I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you haven't done so yet, please leave a review for this show wherever you listen. This is how we can help expand our audience and help teach the world. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week in the next edition of the Online Course Masters Show.